So I'll be looking at a few of my British Oxford Diecast ambulances, a Bedford J1, and three Mercedes ambulances, along with a um, another an ambulance vehicle that goes along with one of my ambulances. So we're going to get right on into it. So this first ambulance I'm going to do a look at is the Bedford J1, and this one is from Birmingham. I'm going to zoom in and you can see right there, City of Birmingham, pull down to open, got that little cross right there on the side, number 211, and taking a look around, um, a lot old-fashioned looking, definitely an old school look to it, I'd say. Um, the one thing I like about this ambulance is the coloring of it. It looks kind of similar to the Corgi 999 Birmingham ambulance. I think it had, it also had writing on the side, but the color of it was about the same. The difference with this Oxford model is on top of it, you can see the blue light right there. The Corgi ambulance did not, so that's the difference. And plus, the look of it is just, it's also different as well. Um, Oxford has a few different British ambulances like this one in the Bedford J1. This is the only one I have in the from England. I got two from Ireland, but I'll be looking at those at a later time. But I'd have to say, as far as this one, I really like it. It's definitely got a great look to it. Um, for sure, Oxford has always done a great job with the models and how if they're from the 50s or 60s, they make them look really great. Or it's something similar to this, so that's my favorite part. Not sure if Oxford is still running this model or not, because I know that they just came out with a different another Bedford J1 that's fairly new, but this one has been ran for quite a while, so uh, it's definitely a great addition to a collection, especially if you like the old school fire trucks and ambulances and police cars from England. So this is definitely a favorite of mine in my collection. So I definitely say if you find it, get it. It's worth it. This next ambulance is from the East Midlands Ambulance Service. A little blurry in the beginning. Uh, Definitely, it's got the Mercedes symbol on it. It says ambulance. The light bar on top looks like it's just a gray bar, so that's a little different. Looking at the side of it, NHS, National Health Service, East Midlands, and I like the look of this one and the colors of it. Very different looking, so that's pretty cool. And I've noticed a lot of British ambulances from what I've seen in pictures and also collecting them. They have this thing where it's just the door, and then I don't know what that back part is right there on the right side where it says ambulance right next to the door. Um, but I've seen that. Not too sure what that is, but that's definitely different. And then you also see another light bar at the back, and this one has looks like orange and red, I want to say, with some metal in it, or gray in it, I should say. It looks metal, so that's definitely different. Um, I think that they've been running this one for quite a while, but I'd have to check Oxford's site to see. But I'm not sure if they're still running it or not. But if you should happen to come across this one, for sure, it's definitely a great addition to any collection, especially if you have ambulances. So this is a really good one. So for sure, if you see it, it's worth the money to add to your collection. This next one is from the Welsh Ambulance Service, and this one's a bit different. As you can tell, the writing on the hood is different. Uh, that looks better without the light on it. Ambulance, and it says ambulance right on the light bar in the middle, also right above. going down the side of it, um, Welsh Ambulance Service, NHS Trust. It's got the National Health Service in there too. That's pretty cool. Same thing with the colored pattern, green and yellow. That's pretty cool. Same thing as it says on the back, except on this one, it looks like it's the orange and red are on both ends, and then it's white next to them, and then a gray in the middle. So that's definitely a different look for the light bar. I'll give it that much. Says something in Welsh along here, so that's pretty different. Um, it's pretty cool, even though I don't know how to say any of that stuff, but that's pretty cool. Definitely a different look and looks very realistic. So um, definitely, if you ever come across this one, it's definitely a great addition for any collection. So that's pretty darn cool. So I would say that's definitely, if you find it, it's worth the money. This next one is from London, and this is a pretty cool one. And I also have a car that goes along with it. It is a London Ambulance Service, and it's a Ford Galaxy, so we'll be looking at that one too. But I want to look at the ambulance first. So this one looks like two orange parts on the light bar, and the rest is gray. Looks like got the NHS Trust symbol on the front, and the writing on it as well. Emergency ambulance, same colored pattern, green and yellow on all of it. At the back for the light bar, it looks like it's gray on both ends and then in the middle, and then it's also got the orange and red for the lights. It could be yellow, I'm not too sure. So that's different for the light bar. Same thing on this side too, London Ambulance Service, the same thing. So as far as all the ambulances go, for sure these are all worth the money. 176 scale. Have to check Oxford's site to see if they're still running them or not, but if they're not and you happen to find them somewhere, for sure they're worth the money. So be sure to go for it. The next car is a Ford Galaxy ambulance. This is London Ambulance Service. And I have a book on London emergency vehicles, and I found out they have one called, it's like an advanced support paramedic unit. And I'm not too sure if that's what this one is. There is some writing right up here on the side. Duty officer vehicle. Oh, okay. This is the only emergency vehicle in a Ford Galaxy that Oxford has ever made, at least that I know of, and this is the only one in my collection. Similar to the ambulance, it's got the yellow and green pattern on both sides. It's a duty officer vehicle, or is it? Yeah, so that's pretty cool. The NHS Trust on that too. So that's pretty cool, and I have to say I had to get it along with the London Ambulance as a for them. I think that this right here, this is a great pair in my collection for both. Because they're both one's an ambulance, the other's a vehicle that goes with it. Pretty cool for the emergency collection. Both 176 scale, and I'd have to say all of these vehicles, if you are able to find them, they are definitely worth the money. They might look small, but they're definitely worth the money and a great addition to any collection there you may have. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.